Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video we're going to be doing a little bit of talking, a little bit of chat about things that cause disrespect in relationship. And today I'm here with my partner Marie, and she's going to be helping me to do the video today. So let's get into the video, guys. So first of all, what do you think is one of the reasons or one of the things that causes disrespect in a relationship?
Okay, good question.
That's right. It's for all of us. I'm just asking on your opinion, just for us to learn.
Well, in my opinion, the number one thing that causes a lot of disrespect in a relationship is understanding. When I say understanding, I mean lack of understanding, really. So basically how you guys understand one another, how things are perceived from each end. And I feel like that can cause a lot of issues. Understanding can cause relationship issues, financial issues, so many other issues in the relationship. So it all starts with understanding.
That's right. I agree with that. But first of all, I'm gonna say it starts from knowing who you are and what your responsibility is, number one. Because there might be causes. If understanding comes, there should be a way that has to be solved. And that's if that procedure is not there, then that's when there's disrespect coming from one side or the other side. Next example, you didn't brush here. Okay, why did you not brush it? I was tired. I was expecting you to brush it. It's a very nice way of talking back. But then, let me say the woman said, oh, you didn't brush it too. It's not a nice way to talk back to your partner as a guy. If you didn't brush it, if you were tired, it's better to be very nice and respectful about it. That, okay, can you help me to do it? Instead of throwing that back to him. That's the disrespect. And if that person tells you that you have disrespected me and you don't understand it, that's where causes this a big problem. Because he has been disrespected, but it hasn't been noticed. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like understanding can come as well based on different backgrounds, different cultures, how people grew up and stuff like that. Because obviously a black person and a white person are from two different places. So when they come together, the understanding can be very different. So that's why you guys need to come together so that no one feels disrespected in the relationship.
Just like what will be accepted in one religion might not be accepted in the other.
Exactly.
This is the reason why you have to even study who you want to be with in the first place. You need to watch my other videos. Okay, you need to know the religion, their belief, culture, things that they do that you don't accept with. Can you deal with it? Because one thing you need to understand is going to be for the rest of your life. And it's not like a step in and a step out. That is even not good in the eyes of God. So please, if you're gonna do this, make sure you take all these boxes, that you know your partner's religion and believe in all these kind of things, because those things breaks a lot of relationship and marriages.
The man might feel disrespected in some ways because your culture is completely different from his. So
it's just that they're not gonna be respecting your culture.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You're gonna be doing it, which is not gonna be anything to you. But if both of you have understanding that you want to be together, then you're gonna have to understand each other and say, okay, I know this thing affects my partner, but it doesn't affect me personally. But because I love that person, it's gonna hurt me when they are hurt. Because if my partner is in the house and she's not smiling or she's not happy, it makes me feel moody as well. Because the house is not bright. So it's just for you to understand. If that person says this is affecting me and it's not gonna kill you or destroy anything in your life, then I don't see any reason why you have to be holding on that thing. To be honest.
And as a woman, the Bible says that we are below our husbands, basically. For example, if you're a Christian, your husband's a Muslim, he says don't go to church. You're gonna start feeling some kind of way, and that can bring disrespect because the understanding is not there. So like you said, you need to know who you're dating, you need to know what you're getting yourself into, so that you guys can have the same mindset. It
brings you happiness as a woman, and I think both partners.
Exactly.
It brings happiness, isn't it? If you understand each other, it doesn't matter what argument, what's gonna happen. It will keep you guys going together. You know what I mean? Because the understanding is very important. Okay. Remember, two against the world. Okay, so what else do you think could be one of the reasons why disrespect is in the relationship.
Okay. And one of the other issues I feel like is trust issues.
Okay.
I feel like that's a
topic,
very big topic because relationships should be built on trust.
That's right.
Once there's no trust, I feel like there's no relationship because what's the point? If you can trust the person you're with, that the person you say you're gonna be with for the rest of your life, if you can trust them, so what's the point?
That's right.
Even when I don't trust a friend, I don't want to be around that friend, so how much more my partner? You're gonna do things and go out of your way just to figure out like what is that person doing, and that can just, I don't know, it can be
cause
rude.
Probably, yeah.
So you can, for example, like you're gonna go through their stuff, you're gonna follow them, maybe look at their job, who they're working with.
You're not gonna be happy
yourself
like, as well at the same time.
You won't give yourself peace of mind. You're gonna be thinking like, what's he doing, what's she doing, and it's not nice. Like you're not gonna feel at peace, and that can bring disrespect.
Then let's say before you guys came together, there might be something that was done that made you not trust your partner. But then because you love that person, you want to live with the person for the rest of your life. That's why you are still with the person. If that's the case, do whatever you can and put it in the past and see your partner in a different way. Allow them to prove who they are to you again if you want to be with them. Because trust is earned. It's based on character, things that you do, what you say, okay? Or things that you tell your partner I don't like or I don't want, and they do it for you, okay? It's not just based on cheating, people think. So please, let's know this. Forget the past and allow to build a beautiful future together. Okay.
A lot of people, when they hear trust issues, it's really more about cheating. Especially in a relationship. Like if it was a stranger, you may not trust them because they lied to you, or maybe they did something sneaky to you. But when it comes to your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, it could involve some cheating and other things, maybe lies that was like big or serious to you. But I feel like as a woman, if my man cheated on me, God forbid, and I'm not gonna really see him the same, I'm not gonna really have that respect that I had for him before, because I'm just like, I respected you, I loved you, I trusted you, and then you just broke my trust. So why should I respect you?
That's right.
But I know it shouldn't be like that, but that's how a lot of people would think. So that's really one of the issues why there's a lot of disrespect in the relationship.
That's right. And it all builds in back into understanding again.
Exactly.
If you want to be together, okay, you have to understand each other. You have to listen to each other. That's one problem as well. That's what you said. You really have to listen to your partner regardless of how you feel about what they are saying. That's the only thing that can solve the problem. If you don't listen, you're being rude, you're being disrespectful at the same time. So it's not going to solve the problem. It's going to build on top and then build on top, and it might end up breaking the relationship. Okay.
Finances.
Big one.
Finances.
Big one.
I feel like that's a huge one.
It's
a very big one.
That's a problem for the whole world in the first place. So
I hear a lot of marriages and relationships breaking because of money. And I don't know why it has to be like that, which is sad, but like it says, money is the root of all evil. That's right. So,
Speaking from experience, aren't you?
It's crazy. So how do you think money can affect someone or bring disrespect in a relationship?
First of all, based on how you guys met again, the beginning. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about what attracted you as a woman to the guy and what attracted the guy to the woman. Maybe the guy has a nice car, or the guy has a lot of money. It's not only that way. Maybe the girl has a lot of money as well. If you meet or if you decide to be with someone based on money, let me tell you, the relationship will break at some point.
Yeah, for sure.
It will definitely break at some point, because it doesn't matter if that person lose their money or still have the money. Emotional satisfaction is something that is more important in life, and we don't respect that. You're gonna be with this person regardless of how they treat you, or if the person loves you or they don't love you. You're going to be tired at some point because your intentions, your aim was very wrong in the beginning.
Because human beings, we want to be loved, we want to be like, we want some sweet stuff, especially women. Like, we just like that emotional connection. So if you date a guy because he's rich, because he has money, then as Godwin says,
you're not gonna be happy. Think about your happiness. Think about the long run. Think about your soulmates. Think about someone who you can call a brother, a sister, a mother.
Exactly.
Just name it, because let me tell you, you're gonna be having a lot of misunderstandings of in a relationship.
I know.
Okay, and these are the things that are gonna keep you guys together, because it will tell you who that person is to you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go and date someone who is very lazy, doesn't want to do anything for their life. I'm not talking about that.
It's just your intentions.
You know what I mean? Your intentions, the reason why you got into the relationship in the first place is very important. Okay, so if it's negative, then this relationship is going to break at some point. You or either your partner is going to be awake and notice that, okay, this is the reason why you're with me. I want to be with a real person.
Exactly.
You have to know that whatever belongs to me belongs to you. Whatever belongs to you belongs to me. Because according to the Bible, it says a man and a woman will leave their
parents' house,
come together as husband and wife. And in the same Bible, it says whatever you have, you don't hide it from your husband. And whatever the husband have, you don't hide it from the wife.
Okay.
If you have this understanding, it will really help your relationship.
Yeah, it all
Because
falls back on understanding once again.
Do you know what I mean? It's because if you don't have that understanding, that's where greed
exactly
comes into it. And one biggest part to my part, that person will be pulling the biggest part as well. So if you have understanding about this, then you don't have any financial problem. Again, it's not only the men who can have more money in a relationship.
I was about to say,
God blesses us in different ways. So the woman might be the richer one. Doesn't mean you have to lose respect for your husband. Regardless, he is the leader of the house. The minute you forget that, that's when the relationship starts going bad. Any relationship that does not respect the man as a leader, it doesn't move forward. There's pain, there's no joy in the house because the man is not being respected. That's it, simple. That's how God created it. Whether I like it or not, that's how God created it.
People feel like the man needs to provide more. Even if I have more money than the man, he needs to give more. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with a man providing more, because a man is a provider. He has to provide anyway. But it shouldn't be like a mindset. It shouldn't be like, if he doesn't have anything, then he's not a man. If he doesn't have anything, then I'm not gonna respect him. It shouldn't be like that. If the man doesn't have the ability to provide as a woman, if you have that ability to provide, you help him, because he's not gonna let you down. Do you know what I mean? So it's all about helping one another, being each other's rock.
Yeah, it's just,
and no disrespect. Like you should never disrespect a man just because he's below you. Even a homeless man needs respect. You know what I mean? Like,
he's a man.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a man. It's a sign. It's just something that you can't change about God. He's a man. It's a sign of authority. So please, women, you can't change this. Never ever disrespect your man, because you're still gonna be with that person anyway.
So the way you just said, woman, you need to respect your mom, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's good, but I feel like a lot of men as well don't respect women.
That's right.
A lot of men are so disrespectful, and respect should be mutual. Respect is not just men. Women need to be respected as well. And I'm gonna talk about black men and black women. A lot of black men do not respect black women, and I feel like they would rather respect other races. I don't know why. Why is it like that?
Well, this is based on my own experience. When I got here in this country, I didn't want to date my own native. It's because of the character.
Okay.
Most of them has copied the character of the whites, which that's their culture. They copied it more than the white. So when you see someone like that as a black woman who's going to talk to you, who has that kind of mindset, is going to be a disrespect in the first place. So me as a man, I would rather be with a native whose culture they understand that that's their culture, rather than someone who that's not your culture but you're copying. Most of the guys who I've been with in the army, I've been around a lot of friends, okay, and they have complained a lot, as in black women does not respect the black men. When a black woman see a black man and a white man, the way they talk to the white man is different from how they talk to the black men.
Right.
Does that make sense? So with this kind of mindset, in the first place, before a man approaches a woman, is a heavy thing in the first place anyway. And then having a mindset that this girl is not going to respect you.
Right.
Well, how would I approach you?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I feel like if you're a black man and you see your black sister doing certain things, as a black man, you should still hold that respect for her, and you should still try and talk to her and try and change things, you know, because that's the only way you can do things, by still being respectful to them, but not just saying, okay, because you're like this, I'd rather go and date outside my culture, and that's that, you know, because when it's like that, you leave us stranded, you leave us like we don't matter. And as well as that, like, a lot of black people were raised in Europe, so the way they grow up is around their white friends, they see the culture, so you can't really blame them as well, because if a black girl was born here, she grew up here, and she acts like her white friends, you can't blame her. You can't say, oh, because she's black I expect better. She grew up here, that's just how it is. So
okay,
how about that?
Let me come this way. Let's say a guy from Africa meets a black girl who has been born and raised in Europe. I was reading the scriptures 3 days ago, and it says, I don't remember the exact words.
Okay.
Something you don't know is not a sin.
Right.
But when you know something that this is a sin and you do it, it's what?
It's a sin.
It's a sin. So these people came to understand that, okay, we have different culture. Obviously, they will notice it. Okay.
Right.
You do something as a black girl, or it doesn't matter if as a black girl, as in a relationship, I'm going to say this, regardless of what the culture differences are, let's base this on that. Okay. And I complain to you that I don't like what you're doing because it's disrespectful to me based on my culture. That's what we spoke about. Do you understand what I mean? But then if you still decide to be who you are, continue doing it, how long do you expect that person to be in the environment but you're not changing it? Saying it but you're not changing it?
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, that one.
But that's not what we are basing this on. You said something, that's why I spoke about that one. What I'm basing on, so let's say I met a black girl in the first place. As in, just, we don't know each other, we just met.
Yeah.
The way they're going to communicate to you, that's what I'm talking about. Even the way they look at you, you can't even approach. So based on that, men, we like, that's what we're saying, we want respect, so we go to where we get respect. Do you understand what I mean? If you don't show that respect, being tough and the way you will look at a man in a way does not make sure that you're being respectful or be a strong woman.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Oh, I get it.
So your body language, the way you would talk to a man, or how other people know how you talk, would decide how men have to approach you. It would decide what type of men have to come even to you, to respect you or take advantage of you. So these are one of the problems. I'm speaking on based on what you call it? Experience.
Okay. I guess that makes a lot of sense. So basically, just be respectful regardless whether you're from here, from Africa, from India, as a woman. And if you're not married, then you'll get a husband.
If I don't eat pork, you respect it. I'm not saying you don't eat it, but don't start discriminating or laughing at me when I'm eating my pork.
Like, you're eating pork.
Ew.
You're eating pork.
But then you're still with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then if you're eating samolin, I say, ew, what is that? I don't want to eat it. Ew.
See, that annoys me so much.
That's example. Just everywhere. Do you know
I feel like if you're with someone and you're not willing to accept their culture, the stuff they eat or the stuff they don't eat, then why are you with them? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
I see a lot of people like that, and I feel like it's so unfair. It's so unfair. Like, some people will just look at African food and be like, ooh, but then they want to be with black people.
That's right.
So I feel like that is so wrong. So you just have to respect each other's culture, respect one another.
That's
so
right.
Yeah.
Big one.
So what else do you think can cause disrespect in a relationship?
Duties.
Duties.
Yeah, duties as in a home.
Okay.
As in what a man is supposed to do and what a woman is supposed to do as well in a home.
Okay, so your roles.
Yeah.
Your relationship.
In your relationship, basically, yeah. Let's talk about this because that's the only way we can explain it. Okay, a man can go to work a woman can go to work in Europe? I think we should start it from the roots.
Okay, yeah. Let's go to Africa first.
Okay. Before, the man goes to work, and then the woman will be home taking care of the duties, the children, the food,
be ready,
cleaning the house and everything. Yeah. But even now, today, things are changing. The women are working at the same time. But some people's mentality is still not changing from the way it used to be, that a woman will still have to go to work and come back and do all those activities by herself.
Yeah.
I get it. It's the woman's responsibility to take care of the house, clean and then do everything. But sometimes he can jump in as a man as well.
Yeah.
Help to clean. You can cook. You can do everything. Every man can cook. We just decide not to cook.
And that's coming from a man.
Yeah, every man can cook. You can cook. That does not show that you're not being respected as a man. Some men think like that.
Yeah, some men will think like a lady has to stay home, clean, cook, do everything that she has to do in the house. When he comes home, everything will be ready. He'll be happy, but he will never lift a finger. He will never wash the dishes. He won't even clean his own plate of the table.
No.
Why? Because he feels like if he does that, he's putting himself down. He looks weak, and I feel like that is so wrong.
Oh yeah, that word, weak. They feel, that's it. A lot of men feel like they're weak. Let me tell you this from experience. And if you haven't tried it, I am just urging. I'm asking you to go and try it. See, when you clean and you cook and you whatever you do for your woman before she comes back home.
Oh yes.
That day is the happiest day in your life. You can't even wait for her to come and see that you're doing it.
Right, and then you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna feel like my woman, and the woman as well. The woman's gonna feel so happy.
That's
like,
right.
Oh my goodness, like my mom did it.
It makes you strong. It makes you more. She respects you more.
Exactly.
It doesn't put you down.
Yeah,
you're putting yourself down when you don't understand that you have to help her.
Exactly. So by doing that as a man, the respect will come. If you feel disrespected, if you feel like the woman is not really loving you the way she should, then just try it. Just be nice. Just clean. Help her in the house, and
everything will be intact. You can come and tell me later.
Like the Bible says, treat each other the way you would like to be treated.
Yeah.
And the Bible also says, as men, you need to love your wife the same way Christ loves the church.
Let me put it this way. It's just like, treat your wife or your partner as like she's just an egg. You know what I mean? And this one I'm going to touch on something as well. She's egg, so protect her. But some women, no, I'm being serious.
Here we go.
Yeah, some women. The reason why someone does not do it because you have God. Okay, you just feel like I'm okay. Yeah, everything I'm okay.
Yeah, independence.
Do you know what I mean? Independent. It's okay to be independent, but you need to be smart about it.
And do you know why it's like that? Because a lot of them, they grew up with single mothers, and they see how their mothers are fighting, being very independent. And when they grow up and they get into a relationship, they're still gonna have that guard around, like this is how my mom was and that's how I want to be. And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's okay.
But then when you get into a relationship, you
it's
need
different.
to understand that
that's a different environment.
Yeah, you need to let the man be a man in your life as well.
Exactly. Because if you have that guard, the man is feeling like, okay, what makes me a man? Because every man want to feel like he's protecting his woman. Yeah. So if I don't feel like, oh, okay, I'm the man in this relationship, then there's a problem here. Do you understand what I mean? So that's one problem. And then helping duties as well. Yeah. I'm going to talk the negative parts, why some men will not do it. Or some men started it and they stopped that, I'm not going to do it again. It's because some women think that it's just, it should be a responsibility or a role for the guy to do. If the guy does not do it for, let's say, maybe 3 months, they start complaining and saying, nah. Or when a guy does it, some women start falling back as well. Yeah. They don't do it, so now it becomes a routine for the man doing it. Right. And they don't have understanding that, okay, yeah, I'm helping you to do what you're supposed to do. And that's what causes some of the problem as well. So if you are being helped, understand that you're being helped, and then be respectful about it. Because the more you are being respectful about it, the more you're going to be helped as well. Yeah. The Bible says, love your wife just like Christ loves the church. Oh, okay. So when Christ loves the church, what does he do? He puts people in there to lead the church. He helps people to clean the church. He basically serves the church. Okay, so as a man, your duty is not to just
be the head of the church, but it's also to give an example to show that, okay, if I do this, my woman will do this as well. Right. So you have to be an example.
Leadership by example.
Exactly. So if you have children and you're a man and your children see that you're not doing anything, they're not gonna do anything. So they're just gonna be like, I want to be like daddy. Let me just sit down. But if as a man you're showing that, okay, this is how it has to be, your children are gonna follow you and they're gonna grow up into that habit. So it all starts from the leader of the house, and a man is the leader, so you need to lead the way.
Good point.
And this is where respect will come in.
That's right.
As a woman, you know what you have to do. You have your responsibilities. A man has his own things he has to do.
That's right.
And you guys come together and understand, then respect will always be there.
And
respect, love.
It just keep building strong and strong and strong and strong.
Yeah.
Come on. Who doesn't want happiness at home?
Right.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. The next thing I'm going to touch on is letting friends and families or anyone else have a decision in your relationship.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Do you understand what I mean? I'm not for family. I'm not saying they cannot have a decision, but you need to understand
there's a limit.
There's a limit. Yeah, there's a limit basically for that. So, friends, families, whoever, having a decision in your relationship could be one of the biggest problems.
Yeah, that can literally break a relationship. Another reason why it's not really good to let other people, friends, family, into your relationship is because when you go to speak to your friends or your mom or your dad, obviously you're not saying the good stuff. You're saying the bad stuff. You're complaining.
That's right.
So they're gonna hear all the bad stuff, blah blah blah, and they're gonna give their opinion based on what they heard.
Yeah.
So it's never gonna be good. They're obviously gonna say, "Oh, he's not good. You need to leave him." Oh, I can't believe he did that to you, and all that is gonna stay in your mind and
it's gonna build up.
So this is where you as an individual need to know where you stand. You need to study your partner and know who your partner is.
That's
and
right.
not let other people come in, because once a third person comes in, that's when you start losing respect.
Yeah.
That's when you start thinking, oh, this is how he was, this she said, he said, and it's not nice. It's really not nice.
It will not bring happiness to yourself as well.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't go and seek for advice. If you really need to talk to someone,
know where to go to seek your advice.
Exactly.
That's basically, and know what to use.
And be very careful, be very vigilant. You need to know who you're talking to, what kind of stuff they're saying, and you need to know that you're not someone that gets influenced very easily. You're not someone that when you go to talk to someone, you listen to them straight away. You're gonna take it. Make sure whatever the person says to you, you study it, you listen to it, you think, is this the right decision for me? You need to be smart.
That's right.
So, and when you do that, when you're aware of what you're doing, you're always gonna respect your partner.
One more thing again, don't compare your relationship or your marriage to anyone's what you call it, marriage.
Yeah, we've all done that before.
You know
we've all compared, isn't it?
And when you do that, how was it like?
It's not good once you compare.
You're not
like,
happy.
Oh, look at this person, look at that, but then you don't know what's going on behind closed doors.
That's right. Let's say some relationships say, okay, we can go clubbing together. All right. It might work for their relationship, but then it might not work for you.
Exactly.
So you need to know what you need, the relationship need to keep the fire burning, and you need to know what can quench the fire at the same time.
Exactly.
Because if you know your strength and your weaknesses, then I know you will know the boundaries.
Yeah.
How to go. Do you understand what I mean? So never ever compare your relationship with other people's relationship. It's okay to see good things and wish it for your relationship, but don't compare and expect to be exactly the same way.
And also when you start comparing, when you start looking at other people's
you don't
things,
appreciate yours.
You don't appreciate what you have. For example, if I see a lady and her man is treating her so nice, buying her flowers every day, I'm gonna be like, oh babe, why can't you do that for me? And then I'm gonna start disrespecting him because I feel like I'm not getting what she's getting, so why is it like that? And I'm gonna start hating him.
But maybe I do mine through another way.
Exactly. So maybe what he does for me
is different.
The other man doesn't do for his woman. So
and the other person is not gonna be respected as well, because they will feel like you're not appreciating what I'm doing for you.
Exactly. You don't appreciate me being here, but you're looking at other people and liking what they're doing. Right. I know these things are really hard and they won't just happen overnight, but it's about working towards
together.
Exactly.
Together.
Knowing who you are, knowing what you want, knowing that I'm happy in my relationship, and whatever God gave me, I'm happy for it.
That's right. Some relationship they think that because my parent is my parent, I can talk about everything about my relationship.
No.
Everything about my relationship to my parent. What do you think about that?
I feel like it's okay to go to your parents and ask them for advice, and it's even better than going to friends. Sometimes I feel like your parents are there for leadership, guidance. That's what they're there. But once it's everything,
like
in your relationship
and everything,
whatever you and your partner are supposed to decide together, your parents are involved in that. No, that's why the Bible says a man and a woman will leave their family, their parents, and build their own family.
Just the same as your
one.
parents left their parents.
Exactly. So once you bring your parents into every situation, every issues, that is so wrong. I don't think
it will even break the relationship, because your parents are going to be
basically making all decisions
for you.
So
that's their relationship at the same time.
They're your parents.
You know
so
what
whatever
I mean?
They say,
you're still
you feel
under
like you
their
have
authority.
to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't bother, respect your parents, but know that whatever is between you and your partner is you and him, or you and her.
Unless what the both of you decide to bring out together.
Yeah.
If there's no understanding based on what you say, this is a secret between the two of us, or even if we don't say it, you should understand that same things are not meant to be going out to anyone at all, regardless of even if your parents.
And what if your parents secretly don't like your partner? They may not tell you to your face that they don't like your partner, but then behind closed doors they actually don't like your partner. So whatever you go to them, they're gonna do everything in their power to break off the relationship.
And you're gonna listen.
You may not know what happened, but then you happened. Like, you know what I mean? So
it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. And try and solve things between the two of you a lot of times, because I say this every time. Everyone has been given brain, talent.
Exactly.
Everyone has been given one, and that's why we all live with our partners. So some things you just gonna have to swallow and then just solve it together. Because if you can't do that, then you're always gonna be seeking people in your relationship.
Exactly.
Try and crack it together, understand and love all the things we just mentioned. And if you meet your soulmate, it's a lot easier. You will do it. It's just natural. It will happen. Okay. If you don't have your soulmate, that's why there's a problem.
Yeah, and if you feel stuck, if you feel like you don't have the answers, pray about it. God is there.
That's
like
right.
God is your family, your mom, your dad, your friends.
Everything.
He's your partner. God is there. So if you feel like you're lost, you don't have answers, you need someone to speak to, number one person you go to is God. So always remember that God will fix things. God will answer your prayers if you cry out to Him all the time.
In the Bible it says the beginning of wisdom is the fear of God.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
If you want wisdom, it's the fear of God.
And what does wisdom do? Wisdom gives you solution. If you have a problem in your relationship, wisdom. And how do you get wisdom? Turning to God. So it's all there. It's very simple, very easy, but we just don't know. You know, we just don't know.
That's what I say every time, innit? God created this world. It's a very big world, but then He created it and it's just small because it rotates and it's revealating at the same time.
Exactly.
And the last time you were saying, oh, look at the clouds. Look at the way they are rotating. Who do you think is hanging in that skies?
Right.
It's God.
It's God.
It's God. He's protecting and rotating every time. So if you respect and you go before Him and then put your problems before Him, rest assured you, let faith move your faith, because faith will help you also. Because if your faith is smaller as a mustard seed, you will tell the mountains to move and it will move.
Move mountains.
And anything in life, even before you can get it, you need faith behind it. If you don't have faith, you can't push yourself with it to do it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you understand.
Yeah. So true. So true, guys. So yeah, that was a nice discussion. That's right.
I really think we just poured it from ourselves.
Yeah, I wish we could do more, but the video is gonna be way too long.
I know, it's
if
okay.
we do more, but let us know if you guys enjoy this. Like,
and if you have any topic that you want us to touch on together or personally, please drop it in the comments and we'll look at it and do it for you guys. Okay, and please don't forget to
subscribe, comment, like, And make sure you share
and share
the video.
And leave
share.
leave comments under the box.
Yes.
I appreciate you leaving comments in my what you call it, my WhatsApp and my DM and all that.
But
I really appreciate it, but please leave it.
We want to read them here,
you know what I mean? And that's what we encourage some people, some others also to watch it.
Yeah, because once other people hear your opinion, they want to see what other people think about the video.
Because that's, yeah.
You know what I mean? It brings people together.
That's
so
right.
Comment below, tell us what you think of this video. If you have anything that you want to say based on anything that we spoke about,
or any other topic.
Yeah, or anything you want Godwin to touch on. Come on now, he's got that wisdom in there
from God. And I appreciate that. You got wisdom, you know. You got a lot of wisdom.
My head's getting big, y'all.
That's right. All right, thank you guys. See you in my next video. Ciao. Bye. Hello guys, welcome to my. Okay, there we go again. Okay guys, that. So first of all, what do you think is one of the reasons? Come on! Hey, madam, let's go.
Go.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel today. Today I'm gonna be doing a chat. Oh, no.